Hey everybody! Well, I got her dug out. Here's the 5.3. We're going to see, of course, that thing every single time. We're going to see if these C-10 Durabond cam bearings fit for sure. So, let me go turn that thing down. Okay, I got that turned down, and it's sitting here, and I'm like cold, and I'm like, yeah, the furnace should be kicking on. Well, when I had its overheat or whatever happened that day, I guess I didn't get the. I put marks on my thermostat where I kind of knew where it was keeping it. And now the temperature's getting to be a constant cold and wind's blowing, so I went and looked, and I guess I didn't quite have it on lined up, so I moved it and it kicked on. So it's rather cold in here right now. So I'm trying to get it warmed up. And then I got to pop the crank back out because I put the crank in there to start because I didn't know how long it was going to take to get the cam bearings. And actually, before I do that, I'll measure the first bore, get a measurement, measure the bearing, and see what the interference fit should be. And hopefully they go in and the cam fits this time. That would be a great thing. So I guess I'll get it warmed up in here and we'll get working on the 5.3. See if we can get this thing in the short block form. Okay, I did it off camera so it wasn't such a goof. This is the first bearing, which measured 2.354, and I'm going to put it back in its box since I now have confirmed what I needed to. That was going to have, no. Okay, that would have had 28 thousandths interference fit. So our new set of bearings measure I should have this memorized, but I don't. 2-inch, 335 thou. 2-inch, 335. No. Come on. Touch it. That's why I got a new. You got 2.335 minus. I've got. I'm going to double check. I'm checking the first bore. I got the telescoping gauge set, so I'm measuring it. And that measures 2.325, which would be 10 thousandths of an inch. So that is what we needed. So I guess I'll continue to get set up. I want to see how that feels. Remember, this is a 10-1 for this set. 10-1, yep. And 10-1 goes in number 1 and number 5 position. There's the numbers. So 10-1 goes up front here, and in the rear. Oh yeah, that's a lot better than it actually hang here. See, that one will hang there. And yeah. So that one hung there in That one won't even with the beveled edge on there, I can't get it to. Oh yeah. 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 All right. Well, I now know that these ACL. There you go. Here, let me see what you guys are seeing. That part number there. And there's the interchanges with. And see, it has this. Aha. See, it says CH10G. CH10. That's their problem. Anyway. Those should work in like my 2002. I think 2002 is when they went to the bigger cam bearings. That's what the machinist said about these blocks, these 99s. The guys will buy those bearings and have this line board so they can put the bigger cam bearings in there and save the block. That's what a lot of guys are doing. So, alrighty. Okay, I feel a lot more comfortable about trying to put these in, so I guess I'll get the crank back out, set up somewhere safe, and get lined up to do cam bearings. I need more, I gotta get more bench space or something. Anyway, okay. I got a little tip here for you guys here. Let me get some room here. Okay. You know what? We'll just go right there. I'll make a room on my other table here. Okay. If everything went smooth. I'm going to show you something. There's a special tool that you can put in there, or the slide hammer to pull these out, and I've seen guys fight this. But you take two Barry bars, same length, one from this way and one from this way, and you go back and oh, it worked good. Pry back and forth like that. And wiggle them out that way. Trying to keep these clean because the only reason I'm taking this out is because so I can get in there and do the cam bearings. And make sure your crank is turned to where you're not going to be smacking it doing this. So just like that. That's the center main with the thrust on it. And now number 1, 2, 3, and 4 go in with the numbers down this side of the block. Number 5 though, that one throws you off. It goes in backwards from what you would think it would go. You see there the counterweight's in the way, so move that. There we go. Yeah, I can't. The shop's staying cold today, so I'm setting these over where they're clean. And then goes in backwards. Well, it's not backwards, because it is the correct way it goes, but there you go. So no beating on main bolts or nothing. You just do that. So I gotta sit down because my back is not happy. Okay, I have verified this is a 10-1. 10-1. It's number 1 and number 5 position. So, and I don't know why they did the two holes in the bearings. Because there's only one spot it comes in, and there's nothing. It's a solid cast iron all the way around except for right here along the driver's side, which the cylinders that are down are 1, 3, 5, and 7. All the oil openings are on the driver's side, so I guess you got two choices to go there in a way. So and actually, before we stick that in there, where's the camshaft? I want to verify that the cam fits right now. So we're going to make sure. Yep, that's plenty loose. So I've got okay. Put that there. So here we go. I'm just going to take one of these holes here, line up with my cam bearing driver. So I know where it's at. There's that. So I'm feeling it goes beyond. There's a ledge right there. So and the holes right there I can see. Okay. Well, I know you guys ain't going to get to see much here, but oh, a lot better. A lot better so far. And I think I forgot to grab my pick. Where'd that go? I know where it is. Sorry. Okay. Yep, it's got to go a little bit more. Driving these in, you get to know your tool, the tool that you use. Because, yep. See if, yep, I'm in the middle of it now. Okay. Sorry, cat. My back. This weather changed and ouch. Okay. Number 4. That was the one that was originally spun in this motor. So number 4 should be a 10-2. And 10-2. I said, I ain't worried about where that other cam-bearing, whoops, the heck, cam-bearing hole lines up, since there's two of them in this. I guess using motor oil on the rubber might have made her too slick. Finding the white lithium grease now from the crank. Okay. Like I said, I'm just going to pick one of the two holes. Okay. You think Mama Bear ain't here? She'd be like, what? I could see too how a motor build could be so yeah, misinterpreted. So find a light there. And another friend of mine's like, oh, the snowstorm. I guess southern Iowa and Missouri's getting it right now. Okay, one there. Yep, I can see it's where it's supposed to be. Ooh, don't lay that across battery terminals. Like bare metal wrench. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wipe all this. I'm gonna have to wipe all these bearings down anyway, so. Okay. Let's see how we did. Let's see. I almost think I can see in there with a light. Not sure. The first 5.3, I got an older build on a 5.3. Yeah. No, I can't. So, okay. We'll do this. There it is. Yeah, I got the same distance, so. Okay. Number 3 is 10-3. Ten dash 3. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it's sitting the same distance as the other bearing. So really, usually I use WD-40 on my cam bearing drive. But today I used some motor oil and it's really got her slipped up. Alrighty. There's that. There's that. Yeah, Cat, I know the weather's changed. Oh yeah. You got that one. And then number 10-2. 10-2. Second one. Uh-oh. And then there again. Oh, I better watch out for you guys. Let's see, turn it a little, sorry. I'm pretty sure I gotta go a little more with that one. Yep. Didn't quite get that one. I thought I did. You know, a lot of guys don't like driving their own cam bearings, and I love doing this part of it. I love driving in the cam bearings, except for when they don't fit right. Yeah. And the other thing I don't like is the fact to put the front one in, you got to come in from the back of the block. I've tried over the years. I've had some success just driving that one in, but I usually end up setting up and doing it. Yep, there we go. Yep, got plenty of room on both sides of the hole, so it's in there. Which means, yeah, I got that there. And you guys are probably going, hey, you haven't fit the cam. Well, I could tell the difference already. We're going to have to. Come on, stick. You dirty dog. Okay. Take this whole thing off. Right now I got to be careful, because now I'm going through the cam bearings that are installed. Let's get to the front one. As if you did what the reason be about going all the way through like this is to drive the front bearing in square. So if you don't, you know what's going to happen. So, okay. Now this one. There we go. Again, that's the CH-10. Dude. Okay. Get this set up here. I can't move that. That's the only problem with this bearing here. Really? The other problem is being fluffy. Okay. That one there. My groove's right there. Okay. That one's there. Right there, in the middle be there, so a little bit of light. There's that. Right there. Sometimes you gotta be a contortionist to do this. Got that? Come on. I got it over on this side, so there, now I can see it. And the verdict is, since we can see that one, nope, not far enough. Okay. And the heck? Alright. I got goofed. I think the driver turned. Oh, why can't I have anything go right? Let me check. Some of you are probably going, no, you're checking the wrong side. You're checking the wrong side. Yeah, I finally figured out. I was checking the passenger side when the driver's side was the thing. So far we got the cam and 2 cam brain holes, so I thought I started without you guys, because one thing, the air compressor was going. Come on. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use this cam I've got here or not. I thought it was in better shape, but after now looking, oh yeah, there we go. Spins free. All right, cam does fit now, which means I can go ahead and put the crank back in after I get everything wet down really good again. I blew out the shavings from the cam bearing install, so I want to get this cam out, because like I said, out here, let's see. I want to show you guys. I don't know. Okay, this is what I'm a little bit concerned about. Now this motor might be for me, possibly be for sale. Let's see. I'm going to show you guys what I found on this camshaft. Okay, It looks like you got a wear mark there, but looky here, we got a mark there and there. Let's see, get that. Okay. See that? I can't catch my finger on it. Now this is a used cam, but I'm not sure. I mean, there's nothing. I don't know. And this one's got another mark. There was something that went around. But my fear is there. I mean, you can't catch it, but it marked it. I guess if I put this in and use it, I'm definitely keeping this motor for myself. But if I put it in and plan on selling it, do I dare? That's the sad thing about these motors. The cam kits for them are so freaking expensive. I hate to throw this good cam, well, what I thought was a great cam, but like I said, that's just, there's no catching. I don't know. Don't know. What would you guys do? Would you guys use the cam, or, I mean, go with cam and new, well, I gotta go with new roller lifters anyway. I mean, buying the roller lifters for this is cheaper than buying the whole cam kit. You buy the whole cam kit, it's like $300-400. So, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I want to get the crank ready to go back in and get that in so that don't get knocked over and damaged. So, alright. Yeah, I got my grease in there like I like using. Okay. Crank set in. And I'll sneak by you guys here. I'll take the bolts out this time. Right now. Wipe these down. Okay. And I still got the grease. Actually, I guess I will use those. Oh, guys, gals. That's number one. Really? This is a first. Of course, it's on camera. Anyway, yeah, that's. And I know everything rotates freely. I've already got the main bearings down in there. The crank number on this is the date code of 02 of 99. Casting number on the crank is 12552216, which is a 5.3 crank. And the guy that sold me this motor said it was a 4.8. And I'm like, no, it's not. He wouldn't listen, so I bought it as a 4.8, which made it cheap for me. So, and I'm going to put my ARP assembly lube on these. And I've seen guys out there where they're now going to just a straight torque on these. I don't know. I'm all the books I've read, there's nothing that says you need to replace the main bolts in this. They say reuse them. The couple of 5.3s I've done already, we've done that with. It doesn't even say anything about replacing the rod bolts, but the machine shop, he replaced my rod bolts for me, which I guess, okay, that's a cheap insurance. So I guess I'm going to go ahead, put those on, get these to where they got the lube on them, because I'm going to put the lube on the threads and under the heads so I get a true torque. And I'll get the crank in this. And I had a whole bunch of plans to have this all together, short block formed, and have working on the 327. And I'm running out of steam. I don't know why, but kind of want to get this done, and then either I want to steal the heads and that off that gray truck, get them up and get them redone so I can put this thing together, or what I'm going to have to do, because I kind of want this motor done. The real plan, I wanted to put it in the gray truck. Well, right now the way things are going, it might have to go into my truck just so I can keep something driving. I don't know. So, alright, I'll show you this when I get it all together here. So, and ready to torque. And then we'll go through that. Here's, I shut off the camera a little bit ago. Bloop, 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 bloop. They all dropped right into place. And also, this is where I've got another toolbox that's supposed to be coming in, and I've got some stuff that I really want to get set up to where it's only for engine work, because like this socket set here, I'm using it for everything. And I was getting a little dark, and I'm like, the bolts are clean and that, and that's why I had to wipe everything down extra again. And I'm like, where is this coming from? Well, finally cleaned out the sockets. They were filthy. So, but yeah, I like using this ARP stuff. It's done really good for me, so that's what we're using. So I'm going to go through and get all these treated, then we're going to look up the torque sequence again, and there is a torque sequence you got to do to these. And also, before you some of the old Chevys used to be like this, where the rear main cap, when you put that on, you had to smack the crank one way and smack the crank the other way to center the cap, rear main cap. Well, then some blocks they drilled them and pinned them, so there was no more adjusting that. It was what it was. Well, the 5.3's back to doing that. Before you tighten your center main down, you snug it, back it off, and then you smack the back of the front of the crank, and then you smack the back of the crank, and then clamp it down, and it'll be set. So, yeah, I'm getting this stuff all over my fingers and that. So I ain't gonna bore you guys with doing this. I'll get these all on, and then I'll run them down and back them off, and then, because that way I want the main cap set. I'll show you guys setting on that one. Ah, heck, I'm talking. Why don't I keep this stuff? I haven't read the book in a while. All I know is ever since I got this ARP, well, the engine kit, that the other 5.3s came with the small packets of this, and this stuff I just picked up recently, this big bottle of it. And I've used a lot of it already. I'm going to have to pick up another one next time I'm in that town instead of mail ordering it. So, yeah. Because using that stuff on torquing on the aluminum head sure makes a difference. And, yeah. Alright, well, I'll get these here and get that and I'll bring it back. Okay. These are loose. All those are loose, so that's one you need to worry about. Well, they're all loose. But to set the thrust bearing on this, you need to take and go back. And do not hit your reluctor wheel or your wheel there. You hit that, you just destroyed your crank. So you hit back here. And there, hey, it spins pretty darn good now. So, okay, now that you smacked that, done that, now you can start tightening. And it's 15 foot-pounds first pass. So, oops. See, that lube helps. Keeps it easy to. Oh yeah. And there is a torque sequence. I almost forgot that. Actually, this should have been number 1. I got the block backwards from what they got it. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, 1. This is the one I should have started with. 1, 2. Did that one. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we'll do that. Gotta switch sides. Go. Now we go back and we switch this to the which pounds? No. Go to degrees. I think it's 80 degrees. I'm going to double. Okay. Yep, 80 degrees for the inners. And 51 degrees for the outers. So. That's what I like about that wrench. You can back off and. There's one. Two. And always make sure it spins. Yep. Three. Four. Five. 8. I know. Oh yeah, that's 9. 10. Okay, what that converts to is 9 Newton meters, 90 Newton meters. So, and the outer ones are 51 degrees. I'll be right back. So let's page. Yes, it did turn out. $51, so 11. Yeah, went over a couple pounds. $54 here. $78 Newton meters, which I know how we can figure out what that was. The pounds. Okay, that's why. I want in foot pounds. Okay. We'll just bring it up. Now, if I do that again, I'm going to give another 51 degrees, won't I? Oh yeah, I can't do that again. I almost goofed. I almost goofed. Okay, well, according to this, it says it'd be 42 foot-pounds. Really? I'm almost tempted to take one and back it off and start. You know what? We're going to do that quick. I'm curious is killing the cat. We'll just do this one for that. Okay. Now we just start all over with that one. Okay. Go to 15 foot-pounds. Oh, I did use that. Right. Okay, now we'll go and drop our socket. Wonderful. Now we'll go to 51 degrees. We went to the 15 foot-pounds, and that's coming out to 67.7 foot-pounds. So, yeah. I will just go ahead and continue to do it like I just done it, because that's my doing. I used to try and use a degree wheel where you had the thing that you got to clamp and then you set it and then went. I got to where I couldn't read that thing, literally. I couldn't read it at all. I mean, the tool wasn't wore out, it was just fact. My eyes, I couldn't read the writing on that no more. So, let's see. Oh, that is very nice. Very nice. Very, very, very nice rotation. Alright. Okay, well, I don't know if I want to put one piston in or if this is where we're going to call it, so I'll be back. Okay. You're going, hey, what about these down here? Well, those are going to go in, and they go in at 18 foot-pounds, the outside main bolts. But it's got a silicone, I got some special, that gray stuff that you put on the bolt, put it in, then torque it down. Well, I don't want to open that yet, and actually, that's the way it's just going to be. So, I don't know if I'm going to... I think this is where I'm going to quit on this for tonight. I'm just going to stop right here, come out tomorrow, get all the pistons and rings on. I mean, I still got, they're in the box covered up. They should be nice and clean. Should just have to blow them off and put the rings on them and get out my old style ring compressor, because I could not find the tapered ring compressor to fit these pistons. Otherwise I would have got it. Yeah. So that's where we're at. And I'm really happy with that crank. There's very, very little resistance on that crank. So, and no, I did not check the actual clearances. We just polished it. We're putting them back together. This is just one of those. This is one of those cheaper builds. Somebody wants something cheap? Here's your cheap version. I know everything's okay because he mic'd it, and he's like, it's been a while since he's seen a crank this good. And I'm like, well, that's good. So, and we put in the good king bearings. Is what I'm putting in this. Oh, wow. Boy, there's not... When they drill that hole there... Wow, that gets a little... Yeah, there's still plenty of meat there, but... Wow. So, I guess... yeah, I'm just... Finally got the stuff I can do the work, and now I just don't have the freaking energy to do it. That's what bites. And like I told my one friend today, I says, it's kind of like I don't want to be here alone, which we've talked about that in the past, but sad thing is I can't start this until I put it in the vehicle. I would like to start it outside the vehicle, but oh well, you can't win them all. I can't believe I was looking in the wrong. I'm glad I figured that out before I really screwed up that front cam bearing. That I'm like, how could I miss that? Yeah, I didn't. Oh, so yeah, I guess you guys look at the video of the cam. I really, part of me says to hell with it and run it, but and the same sad thing is, if I eat the cam, and that's where I think a lot of these warranty things, they don't get it when they eat the cam. I know they are telling the guys to pull the oil pan and wash it, but you still got oil galleys that've got that metal residue from the chewed up cam in it. So when you chew a camshaft up in your motor, you actually should tear it down and completely redo it, because you got metal filings throughout the motor. And yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things. So yeah, I know the cam's expensive right now, but versus putting it in and then having it fail, that'll be a lot more money. So yeah. And granted, I'd probably put that cam in and probably wouldn't have an ounce of trouble with it. So, I don't know. I'm tired of vehicles haven't given me fits. So, anyway, I guess tomorrow, hopefully I get up earlier. I think I slept so hard last night that I'm tired, so I guess Rome wasn't built in a day. So with that, stay tuned. We'll have some more coming up on the 5.3, and I don't know, maybe the live show Sunday night we'll be working on the 327. So take her easy.